right, here's where I'm angry. This is what happened today. This is a lie, and this is the thing that we cannot let him live down. You guys have to be on him about this. Rip-a-verse goalposts. New false narrative. The Yaira release was pushed back months because parts had to be redrawn. And Eric is a dishonest creator obsessed with optics over truth. This is 100% true, but I don't think I ever said that. Eric confirms art is by Deborah. They have no evidence to disprove it, yet still call Eric dishonest. Boy, Rip-a-verse goalposts. Are you serious? Here's Von Klaus. Yaira did not come out last year as promised. It was held back for months. Many have noticed parts look redrawn, which is good if the art wasn't up to par. As usual, Eric July claims nothing happened. He's a dishonest creator obsessed with optics over truth. Certain weirdos are now claiming that Joe Bennett and or Kanan White redrew the book. Can you put these rumors to rest? Because I think it's disrespectful to the hard work Deborah put in. Neither of them are the artists on this project. This is Deborah's. See, that's fucking the way he says things. Neither of them are the artists on this project. This is Deborah's art. Yes, reworked by inkers and other artists. This is how Eric tends to obscure the truth. So I came out with this, which was a checkmate. This was a fucking checkmate right here. And Eric's seen this, and he knows that I got him in check. I got you in check, bitch. I got you in check. With my white knight. I'm the white knight. I rooked you. Good. Then this page will appear in the finished comic. So if, this page, of course, if there was no corrections, nobody redrew anything, and this is all Deborah's art, then this page, as it's seen right here, will appear in the comic. And Eric saw this, and I believe he realized that he was in trouble, because I think this page has probably already been redrawn. Okay? So this is what he did in response. He pretended he didn't know where that page came from. Ethan Van Sciver, Eric says he doesn't know where we got this page from. Maybe Instagram, he says. Here we go.
Handle it like an absolute champ. And it's funny because some people got baited into this this page that's not in the book.
Oh yeah?
And they well, she can't, this looks terrible, yada yada yada. And there was they thought that this page that I think they was trying to,
that is funny.
They got it from a story. I don't know where they got it from. I think it was on Instagram in one way.
Yeah.
And then we go to the campaign page and you guys see, first of all, this is her best work. Kanan White also deserves a lot of credit.
Kanan White does?
Being the art director here and Elevate.
So apparently it was Kanan White who came in and did the redraws that I pointed out, Eric? Yeah, you don't know where we got that from? We got it from the back of ISOM, Alpha Core. It was Alpha Core. The back of Alpha Core number 1. No, ISOM number 2. It was ISOM number 2. We got that page from you. How would we get that page anywhere else, asshole? We got it from you. This is the back page of ISOM number 2, where you posted 2 pages preview from Yaira with art by Deborah. It says art by Deborah there. Eric, you are a goddamn liar. This is you lying. Jen Saska, Sylvia Saska, Deborah Carita. There's the page right here. There's another page that we didn't even go in on. We didn't even go in on this, but this is another terrible page. Look at this. Here's the page, Eric. Oh, I'm not even showing it. Hold on a second. Whoops. Show this tab instead. Here's the page. Jen Saska, Sylvia Saska, Deborah Carita. Right here. We didn't publish this. You did. This didn't come from Instagram or something like that. It came from your book. ISOM number 2. So you either don't know that or you're lying. And this is going to be the new thing, right? I don't know. Apparently the page isn't in there. Now, I know for a fact. Listen to me here. I know for a fact that this book is not finished because there are redrawings that are being done right now. I know that from a fact from inside the Rippaverse. I know it for a fact that it's happening. So I know that Eric's lying. But you know what? I got to prove to you that Eric's lying because I can't tell you how I know for a fact. So I got to prove to you guys that Eric July is lying so that you know that he's lying, okay? Here you go. This is the back page of ISOM number 2 in which this page premieres. This is the page that Eric is speaking about here, right here. Let's hear him say it again.
They thought that this page, that I think they was trying to, they got it from a story. I don't know where they got it from. I think it was on Instagram in one way. And then we go to the campaign page and you guys see, first of all, this is her best work. Kanan White also deserves a lot of credit.
I'm not even going to get into that. Like, I'm not even going to get into, like, the quality of that work, which is absurd. Quality of the work, Eric, you don't know art. You do not recognize good and poor art. You don't know the difference. To you, it's like, this is her best work ever. I don't really give a fuck. It isn't good, dude. It isn't good, and that's why it's being redrawn. That's why it's being redrawn right now. Not saying the whole thing's being redrawn. Don't play with my words. No, when you're talking to Eric July, when you're actually talking to him, you've got to use your words very carefully to get him into a corner like Nick Rekieta did. Do you remember Nick Rekieta sitting there trying to get to the bottom of like whether or not his warehouse is private property or not? And Eric went on and on and on with this fucking word salad about where fences were and shit. Well, yeah, I mean, if you wanted to come to the warehouse, there's only one way that you could have gotten in. It's not private, Eric. It is not private property. Well, I'm sorry, we don't see it that way. Eric, what is this, how much money how much money does it cost for you to ship one book to this charity? Eric talks around things. And this is the thing, like, in my opinion, when you do what Eric is doing, it makes you a liar. You are a liar when you do that, okay? When you do what I am describing and ascribing to Eric, what Eric does, you are a liar. You're trying to obfuscate the truth all the time. So let me be very clear and very direct about this. Here's what happened. Deborah Carita drew pages for the upcoming Yaira book. The one that's on the campaign right now. I have to go in and specify the current Yaira book on the campaign. We've seen 2 of them because they appeared in ISOM number 2, printed by Eric July. Eric presented those pages in his book that he published as a preview of Deborah Carita's work on Yaira. That's where we got them from. We wouldn't know. We're not searching the internet for some hidden. Eric gave them to us. And from what I know, and what I've seen, I've just seen some, from what I know, the book is not finished yet. That is why there is no set print run. That is why Eric is not using PayPal anymore. He can't use PayPal because he can't get... PayPal requires that you use a pre-order thing. You have 20 days from the date of receipt of funds to actually ship from a big pre-order campaign like that. So Eric is not using PayPal anymore. He's saying it's because of a lawsuit, $1 million. No, it's because Yaira's not finished. And he has to get the money in now, and he can't ship it until sometime late April or May or something like that. More than 20 days away. So he's not using PayPal anymore. He's using a different payment processor. The book is being reworked because Kanan White must have looked at it and instructed Eric, who doesn't know any better, or else he wouldn't have shown those pages, that this work was laughable and it was inept and it was not good enough and it was going to cause the company problems. And those pages are being reworked. And that's all I said. All I said was they're being reworked and the book's not done yet. Those are 2 things that I think I know are true. Now, Eric is sitting there saying, I don't know where this page came from. Now, the reason why he's saying that is because Eric's saying that nothing's being redrawn. There's no reworking in there. It's not true. I can see the pages that you presented, and there are two distinctly different styles on those two pages. I can tell, Eric. I know you can't tell, but I can tell. I can see two different styles there. I see two different artists working on those pages. How? I've been doing this for 31 years. I can tell. I could tell as a kid when I was reading comics. I was like, oh, this says that Todd McFarlane drew most of it, but like this is clearly like not Todd McFarlane here. Eric Larson must have filled in here. You can tell, like anybody who actually reads comics and has an understanding of art can tell when two different styles, two different artists are working on something. And you can't fool me. You can fool other people, but you can't fool me. And so I said, if it's true, if Eric is not lying, and they're like, if he's saying I am lying, I am not representing the truth. Okay, you can easily prove that by when the book comes out, this page from Yaira that was in ISOM number 2 is in the book unaltered. And then you win. And now, knowing that, you've got a tap dance. I don't know where they got that page from. That page ain't in the book. That's just a fucking... You're lying, Eric. And if you would lie about something like this, and there's no reason to do it, say, you know what? Some of the pages, we're getting, Deborah's still learning, so she's great, but she's still learning. She's got a ways to go, so we got Kanan White working with her and everything to make sure that it's up to our standards. That's all you need to say. Why would you lie to all of your customers to protect the feelings of another beautiful woman? Gee, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know why you would do that.